President Trump and conservatives leading the charge on prison reform with a brand new plan of attack. This to reduce the rate of recidivism by helping prisoners re-enter the workforce after their sentence. The Prison Reform and Redemption Act is a new bipartisan reform bill. Offers soon-to-be released prisoners job training and life skills to help them avoid committing new offenses. Joining me now to discuss, Richard Fowler, Fox News contributor and talk radio host, along with Katrina Pierson, America First Action spokesperson and former Trump campaign national spokeswoman. Katrina, I'll start with you. The Koch brothers are putting in $4 million in a program to reduce recidivism. President Trump working with several other Republicans, including Republicans in Congress. It's to have overall prison reform. This is not something you necessarily associate with Republicans.
No, not at all. And this is really exciting. I'm excited about this. This is going to impact some communities that have been hit really hard. The president has been tasked with really, Charles, undoing a lot of the damage from previous administrations. This one in particular was the Clinton administration. We have generations of people who have been stopped in these prison systems and being unable to re-enter the workforce. This is going to a whole nother level. The administration is focusing on helping those individuals, A, stay out of prison, and B, re-enter the workforce to be productive members of society. Secretary Acosta, the Department of Labor, is looking at the excessive regulations and licensing that prevent a lot of these offenders from being able to obtain jobs as simple as barbers. This is really, really big for the country. You know,
Richard, the Koch brothers plan starts on Wednesday. It was launched on Wednesday. Safe streets and second chances in 4 states. It's just one of these things. I think it's great news, but it's shocking because it's coming from people that we were told were racist or anti. They were going to just throw everybody in jail and lock the key and throw it away.
Well, one, I think this is exciting news, and hopefully that we can get some criminal justice reform done. I think we've seen Democrats and Republicans try to get it done last time, and it got blocked in the House of Representatives. But let's be very clear here. This started because of a failed war on drugs that was created at the end of the Richard Nixon presidency. It was sort of enhanced by Ronald Reagan and also Bill Clinton. They all led to this problem of mass incarceration and over-incarceration. And now we've got to work on solving it. But herein lies the problem with Trump's policy, right? And the devil will be in the details, but it's also going to be about the implementation. And problem number one is who will be implementing it. Beyond Secretary Acosta, a lot of this work will happen at the Justice Department. And at the Justice Department, you have Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who has been a little bit murky on how we actually do criminal justice reform.
Richard, can you be a law and order person and also believe, though, in redemption and
absolutely.
Okay.
But we're not seeing that from Jeff Sessions. What we saw in the Obama administration was the end to private prisons, which cost taxpayers billions of dollars, and they show no returns. And what Jeff Sessions has done is he's rolled that back, and he's allowed for more private prisons and more federal money going to private prisons, which only hurts the American people and costs the taxpayers billions of dollars. So if we're going to do prison reform, we have got to end private prisons.
Katrina,
those two things go hand in hand.
I would say, though, that public prisons are actually more expensive to run and operate than private prisons that have to watch the bottom line. But if we're going to talk about that, let's talk about 3 strikes and you're out, initiated in California by unions there from 1970 to 2014. They built 8 juvenile prisons, 33 state prisons, 23 state versus only 23 schools, campuses. And bottom line is, in these areas where they had an opportunity to actually do something, we didn't see liberals step up to the plate. It was to the contrary. We saw them build 25 prisons in almost 25 years in California.
Well, I mean, this goes to my previous statement, with the Clintons, with the 3 strikes you're out, mandatory minimums, and et cetera. Hillary Clinton was one of the biggest recipients of private prison money. But now we have a situation where we can address the issue. Second chances are absolutely one of the things that the administration is focused on. Jeff Sessions is a law enforcement official who will follow the laws put before him, and the Trump administration is going to set those policies moving forward. However, this is a bigger thing, Charles. This is a package the president ran on. This isn't just about prison reform. We have to do education reform. We have to continue to make the jobs and economy great for our country.
But let's not change the subject here, Katrina. Let's talk about mandatory minimums for just a second. Mandatory minimums were created under Ronald Reagan as part of his war on drugs, which we all know has failed. failed. Yes, Bill Clinton doubled down on that in the 1994 crime bill with the help of Republicans.
I think we all
but we need to work on solutions.
The point is, Richard,
Let's work on solutions, and we're happy to. We've been trying to work on that.
The issue has not been addressed. That's the problem, Richard.
Yeah, and
Barack
Democrats
Obama
and Republicans might
give a rap signal, but I do want to say, Richard, it was great having you on for the first time, and I think this is the perfect topic, and I think we're looking forward. I'm just saying, it's amazing that President Trump is pushing this agenda, because this is not what you would have gotten gleaned from the media. Thanks, both of you. Have you back on real soon.
Good to be here.
We'll be right back.